If you've been trying to recomp your body for years and it still hasn't happened, I want you to listen to this clearly. It is not because you lack discipline, it is not because your hormones are broken, and it's certainly not because you are doing everything wrong. In my personal opinion, after working with thousands of all different types of women over the past decade, it is because we are taught to chase intensity instead of strategy, and also extremes instead of sustainability. And you know what we can't maintain for a really long time? Extremes. And that is why it is not working. Body recomposition is not a reset. It is not a 30-day challenge all in and then you're out again. It's not eating as little as possible while doing the hardest workouts that you can tolerate. Real body composition is slower, calmer, and far more effective than anything that Instagram tries to sell you. You need to be in it for the long game because it is not going to happen overnight. And in 2026, the women who are going to change their bodies for good are the ones who are going to stop doing the most and start doing what actually works, which is what we are going to talk about today. I'm breaking down how you are going to recomp your body in a way that actually lasts without burnout, and a strategy that you will actually enjoy and be able to implement into your day-to-day. So let's jump into it. I want to first get really clear on what body recomposition actually means. So body recomp means that you are dropping fat while building muscle or maintaining muscle at the same time. This alone should tell you something important. Body recomp does not happen overnight. So when someone is telling you that you can recomp your body in 1 to 2, 3 weeks, they are actually just selling inflammation reduction, maybe water loss, temporary fat loss, not a true shift in body composition. And again, I get it because I do a lot of challenges on my platform. Sometimes they're 7 days, sometimes they're 21 days. Most of the time they're 8 weeks, so we can get a substantial amount of time to actually change your body. And that's not to say that in those 7 or 21 days, we can't do significant things. Yes, we can create new patterns, new habits. We can noticeably see a change in bloating and all the things, even after just a few days. But we aren't necessarily recomping your body. That's why I want to make it very clear that they are two different things. In order to recomp your body, we need to drop that fat and we need to build muscle. And it takes a little bit of time to do that. Most women never see recomposition because they swing between two different extremes. I know personally, one of my best friends, I'm sorry to call her out right now, but she goes all in. When she's in, she is freaking in. She's juicing, she is working out 2 times a day. She's doing everything possible to lose weight and to feel good. By all means, amazing, do what you gotta do, but then she'll go from that to doing nothing. And that's because what she's doing is not actually sustainable or realistic for long term. So what I see a lot by just women in general is that they'll undereat, they'll do a lot of cardio, or again, a lot of like different workout classes, and they won't see any progress, but they're putting in all of this time and energy to see results. That's obviously super frustrating. And then there's the other extreme where we are lifting heavy, going to the gym. That's where I was at. I was going to the gym almost 6-7 days for at least an hour, sometimes an hour and a half, even 2 hours. Like, what the hell was I doing there? And there's no real structure. There's no real rest days. I was not moving at all outside of the gym, so I wasn't getting in my daily steps or doing anything else other than my workout. And my fat loss was stalled. I was inflamed, and again, it was so frustrating for years. Like, I was just on this hamster wheel of not seeing results. So if anyone gets it, it's me. And then whether you're one extreme or the other, you assume that your metabolism is broken, it's your body type or it's your genetics, or you just can't lose that weight. Maybe it's your hormones, when in fact, that's just not the truth. It's just because you're not doing the right thing. But here's the truth. Recomp does not work like that. It requires adequate fuel, consistency, and a body that actually feels safe enough to change. Without these pieces, your body will always resist recomposition no matter how hard you push. In 2026, longer workouts are not the answer, smarter workouts are. And I know that you are probably so happy to hear that because you are probably thinking, well, okay, great. You're saying that I don't have to spend as much time working out. That sounds amazing. And yes, that is true, but that is only because we're focusing on something else. We are focusing on progressive overload. When we center our workouts around progressive strength work versus constant exhaustion and being fatigued and tired from not only our workouts, but our everyday life, that's when things begin to shift. I know that this is a really hard concept for a lot of women to actually believe and understand, but muscle is what actually shapes your body. I did a upper body workout today on my app Shape. Like, look at my arms. I am not bulky. I want women to not be afraid of picking up and lifting weights. I am lifting weights 3 times a week, like heavier weights, and then doing my low impact Pilates as well. But I am a true testament. If you don't believe anything or anyone else, I am a true testament to not getting bulky or like masculine. We're staying feminine, we're staying petite, we're just staying lean, strong, and defined. We also want to choose loads that are actually going to challenge you. So I'm always cueing this on my Shape workouts. I want you to choose a weight where you feel like, oh my God, it's a struggle by the end. The last 1 to 2 reps should feel challenging. That is when you know if it's either time to bring your weights down or hopefully increase them over time. The goal isn't to max out every single session, but instead we really do want to train with intention and not just like grab random weights. This is also where strength and Pilates works so well together, and it's why my method that blends both together has changed the lives of literally, again, thousands of women all over the world. Pilates helps improve and strengthen definitely your core, alignment, balance, and by strengthening different parts of our body that we can't necessarily target with our heavier lifts, the incorporation of the Pilates work actually makes us stronger for our strength sessions. And then on the other side of it, strength training actually provides the proper stimulus that our muscles need in order to build and grow and change shape. When you combine the two with daily walking, fat loss becomes easier, it becomes sustainable, and your recovery actually also improves. That is like the combo that's changed my life, and I know that it will change your life too in 2026 as long as you stick to a structured program that a professional who has been doing this for a very long time has created. All you have to do is show up, press play, and I got you. Now, if your workouts are chronically making you feel sore, inflamed, exhausted, drained, and most likely you are dreading your next session and showing up, you're doing something wrong. Take that as a sign. Your body is trying to tell you something. You're doing too much of the wrong thing, so baby girl, let's start doing it right. One of the biggest reasons why recomposition fails is because women are trying to build muscle while fueling and eating like they are trying to shrink themselves. You cannot build new muscle tissue in your body while constantly depriving yourself of energy, right? We get energy from food. That's what people need to understand. When we are under eating, we are going to be underperforming. We are not going to allow our body to feel safe enough to release the food that we are storing because it is literally scared that we are not going to refuel it again with a proper amount of food. Body recomp requires enough protein, enough total calories, and consistent meals throughout the day that are going to keep your blood sugar stable. I think that when people see my meals, I mean, people tell me all the time, like, wow, you eat a lot for breakfast. Like, I can't imagine eating that much food. And it's like, yeah, I have a full plate of protein and some carb and some, fiber and fat, all the things on that plate. But that is refueling my workout that I just did. But it's also keeping me full and satiated until the afternoon, until I have my lunch or until I have my protein snack, whatever it may be. you need to be eating enough. And don't be afraid of carbs either, right? When we're working out, we need to be replenishing with, yes, protein is always queen, but we also need carbs, especially if we're also dialing in on our steps and we are expending a lot of energy throughout the day. Our body is going to use carbs as energy, and we need that. Skipping meals, living off of snacks, and constantly being in a deficit, maybe that's under the amount of calories that you should. Like a proper deficit should be 200, 300, maybe 400 calories max, but a lot of people will be under 600 or 800 calories. When you do that, you are putting your body into survival mode, not transformation mode. So again, carbs are not the enemy. You need to be consuming them if you are working out and walking consistently. Protein does not need to be extreme, but it does need to be consistent. And when your body is properly fueled, fat loss becomes way more efficient instead of always feeling like an uphill battle. The more that you eat sometimes, the more you're actually going to see results. And again, this is a personal testament. I used to cut carbs. I used to think that they are going to make me fat, that they are going to make me gain weight. I can't possibly lose weight and get more lean if I eat carbs. Now I have carbs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I am the leanest, happiest, strongest that I have ever been. So don't be scared. They are your friend, especially again, if you're expending a lot of energy throughout the day. For a lot of people, this next part is the missing piece and the major, biggest reason why recomp is stalled. If your nervous system is in fight or flight, your body is always going to prioritize protection, not change. It does not care if you're losing weight. Its job and its purpose in that moment is to just regulate you. When our internal body is distracted and trying to, fight things off or trying to calm ourselves down, dropping fat and building muscle is at the bottom of its list. That's one of my favorite ways to look at it. Poor sleep, constant rushing, excessive caffeine, and even never properly taking the time to recover all signal stress to the body. And a stressed body holds on to fat and resists muscle building. This is where slowing down becomes part of the strategy and not actually a weakness. And again, I feel like I am telling you probably all of the things you want to hear. I'm not telling you to do more. I'm actually telling you to do less. Yes, we need to really focus on dialing in on our sleep. We need to focus on doing mindfulness, meditating, journaling, walking, doing whatever you need to do every single day to calm yourself, because I get it, life is stressful. We all have things going on, trust me, in all of our lives. And it's our own responsibility to regulate it all, to do what we can, to be able to take a deep breath and just feel good and feel clear-minded and feel like we're ready to take on and tackle our day. When we're prioritizing our sleep, creating calmer evenings, when we are walking without distraction, it's then going to send signals to our body that we feel safe, that we feel supported, that we feel grounded. And when your body feels safe, trust me, it is going to respond. An extra little tidbit of advice here: if you feel like right now you're in a state where this is all resonating to you, and when you do try to lift heavier weights, your body's not responding well to it because your nervous system is so dysregulated and you need to first focus on calming yourself. This is where I love to just focus more on that low impact, so more on mobility and Pilates, until you get to a place where you feel like, okay, you can take on more intense workouts. And I say this because that low impact work is going to also help you regulate your nervous system. Trust me, once you try a Pilates session on Shape, which you guys should all do, by the way, I have a special promo code for YouTube and it allows you to get 1 full month on Shape for free, so make sure to use it. I'll link everything in the description. But again, it helps regulate your nervous system, it improves recovery, it releases tension in your body while also activating it, and it creates an internal environment on the inside where recomposition can eventually happen. So trust me when I say the women who are recomping their bodies are not the ones who are doing the extremes. They are consistent. They are fueling their body properly. They eat in a way that provides their body with proper energy and fuel. And most importantly, when life gets busy, because that's just the reality of it, instead of quitting, they adjust. So no, you don't need the momentum of January, although since it is just around the corner, this is the perfect time to dial in and get in that that mindset. But if you're watching this any other time of the year, not when it's going live, just know that we're not waiting, baby, till the next January. You can start literally now, today, in this moment, whether it's your workout, your diet, your mindfulness, your walking, you can start making that change right now. And then keep doing it, right? Because body recomposition does not happen overnight, over 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It's built over months and months of showing up, not just little bursts of motivation. And again, structure is what makes this all possible. So when your workouts, your diet, your recovery is all properly planned and realistic, easy to follow and incorporated into your daily life, that's when you're actually going to do it. Is it realistic to drive to half an hour there and half an hour home from the gym every single morning? No. But you don't need to do that. Pull out the mat at home, buy some weights, buy a booty band, buy a Pilates ball, all under $50, and you're gonna have that for 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 20 years. All of these things are great investment pieces that you can have at home so that you can do your workouts no matter if you have 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 30 minutes. You can stay consistent, you can get your movement in, refuel, go for your walk, and it's just as easy as that. Let's stop relying on willpower and start relying on systems. That is the goal for us for 2026. If you take only one thing from this video, because I know I have been yapping along because I'm very passionate about it all, let it be this. Your 2026 body that is awaiting you is not going to be built from doing more. It's going to be built by doing the right things and doing them consistently. I am so excited to hopefully be a part of your journey, to be here to support you, to guide you, to lead you through feeling like the best possible, strongest version of yourself. And we're going to do it all together inside my app, Shape. Again, I'll leave all the details below, but I truly hope that this video was helpful for you. You took something away. It got you motivated and excited to feel your best in the new year ahead. And again, as always, I love you. Thank you so much for being here and have a beautiful day. I will see you next time. Make sure to check out my latest video here.